Hello everyone. The title of this word is There is Someone That Has Been Tried and Tested and Proven to Work. So the meaning of tried and tested according to the usdictionary.com is referring to a method or strategy or approach that has been proven to be effective through usage or evaluation of a product or thing. The outcome of the results can or may prove reliability, effectiveness, or that it works. In comparison, the Merriam-Webster dictionary defines it as proven good, desirable, or feasible, shown or known to be worthy. So this means that in order to know if something is worth the value described, one must try it and also test it to be able to reach a hypothetical decision if it's worth it or of its absolute value. For example, one easy example that comes to my mind is that of a recipe. Let's say you see a cooking video on TikTok and you say, oh, I'm going to try to make that recipe to see if it comes out just like the video, or if it will taste just as good as it's being described by the cook. And for those like myself who enjoy cooking, you may even feel challenged to say, I'm going to add my touch to make sure that I can make it better. You're not just going to just accept the face value of the video. No, like me, you may want to read some of the comments from others that had tried the recipe and see what their experience was like. You will find that some have commented that they found the recipe to be most reliable because it was an easy to follow recipe. Others will comment on the proven fact that they follow the recipe to the T and that they produce a delicious food just like the video said it would. And others will share how practical and effective the recipe is according to the easy to follow instruction of the recipe, the reliability, the cost, and the effectiveness of the final result. All I know, it has been tried and tested with 100% proven results. Now let's examine how tried and tested can also be applied to our life as believers in Christ Jesus. So I look at the word tried in the Strong Concordance, and the word is bashan in Hebrew, and which means to examine, to try. And the word tested in the Concordance is the word dokimos in Greek, meaning prove or proving your faith. Now, how do we apply this to our walk in Christ? First, we must understand that in order to accept Jesus Christ into our life, we have to be open to try to know what he's all about. You need to have enthusiasm that you want to know why he is good for you. You may want to know how he is going to change and restore you. And most importantly, you will want to know about his word. It is just like that curiosity of trying something new or following a recipe to see how it works or how effective and reliable it is. If you don't try it, you will never know. In the very same way, when you are seeking to try Jesus Christ, you will be tested as well. And this testing is unquestionably the hardest process that you will have to go through, but it will be worth it. In 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 7 and 9, these trials are only to test your faith to see whether or not it is strong and pure. It is being tested as fire tests gold and purifies it, and your faith is far more precious to God than mere gold. If your faith remains strong after being tried in the test tube of fiery trials, it will bring you much praise and glory and honor on the day of his return. This Bible verse is from the TLB Bible version. This is so because once he is done with you, you will be found worthy of your character, and you will have a changed mindset, and everything about you will be worth far more than 24-karat gold in his eyes. You see, it's a personal relationship in which you must be open to try him, and he will test you in order to build up your character. So be encouraged that when you make Jesus the center of your life, you will be the living proof of effectiveness that it does work, and that Jesus is worthy to try, and it's worth being tested by him, because the final product is that you'll become a living testimony of proving results that when he comes into the life of a person, there is a radical change that stands out on its own as a living proof that it works for you. So begin the year right. Give your heart to Jesus and give him a try. Remember that he is the living proof that through his sacrifice in the cross, he was tried and tested by his love for us by giving his life for you and I. God bless.